Welcome back to another live stream. Brought to you by Caught Out Morning, man. It's gonna be a late night live stream, man. Talking about a plethora of different topics over here on this channel, man. So yeah, man, stay away from the wicked, man. Ignore the wicked out here. Ignore those who are not really speaking about anything, right? There's a lot of individuals out here that's not talking about anything, man. A lot of them are, corrupt in their ways, right? And if they really was about it, man, they would go and speak the truth. If they was about it, man, they would have went out and just did what they gotta do, man. But there's a lot of cowards out here, man. So we don't walk with the wicked, we don't walk in their ways, and we don't desire to walk in their ways, right? So they know the thing. I'll be trying to chill out, man, because I'll be with all the smoke, man. I'll be with all the smoke. So we all know that as you are propelling and moving forward, you gotta get away from those who are not trying to walk the same path that you're walking on, right? And if they're walking on, they're walking on, they doing something that's different, right? From what you're doing, then it shouldn't even be around you, right? This is where all the distractions comes in, and all of that happening because people want to take off what you're doing, right? So if they can't stay in your path, right? This is why if somebody's doing the work, right? Doing the work, right? Carrying out the work, right? Faith without works, right? Somebody's out here doing the work. That's how we should be moving. Let's go, Khan. We out here, man. We out here, man. So we out here putting in our work, man. And when you're moving faithfully, man, and doing what you got to do, let me see if I can put this right. Yeah, so we ignoring those who are walking in the ways of darkness, man. People that's out here just practicing wickedness, practicing evil, just not. They're not doing what we're doing, right? They're not trying to please the Father like we're trying to do, right? They're trying to walk in the ways that's contrary to what we're doing, man. So we're going to continue to work out our own salvation, fear and tribulation, as they continue to keep on doing what they're doing, man. But that's why we don't pay them no mind, man. And they always trying to get us off our path, because we walk in a different way, man. So let's read. This is Ecclesiasticus, right, Sirach? It says, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, right? Like that. A friend cannot known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in adversity, even a friend will depart, right? Wow. So let's read that. Never trust an enemy, for as Ryan rushes, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed. Beware of him that should be unto as if thou hast bright a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust shall not have been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when thee have overthrown thee, he take up thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer and bite him with a serpent or any such as come nigh the beast? So one that goes to the center is to follow him in the center, right? Who will pity? So we just gotta know, man, not to be around our enemies, man, because they just out here, they're walking reckless, man. We're not trying to walk reckless. We're trying to walk in the ways, the narrow path, the straight and narrow path. So we're walking a straight and narrow path. We're not focusing on what's going on over there, right? So yeah, man. When thou wilt do good, know when thou doest, and thou shalt be thanked for thy benefits. Do good to the godly man, until thou shalt find recompense. If not from him, yet from the Most High. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil. Wow, that's a great precept. So let's say, yeah, Sirach 12, right? So we just reading When thou will do good, know when thy doest, and shalt thou thank for thy benefits. Do good to the godly man, though that find recompense, and not from him the Most High, right? So there's no, it can't no good happen to those who are always occupied in evil, right? So if somebody's always occupied in evil, somebody's always occupied in doing stuff that's not about the Torah, then what good could come to that, right? What good could come to those who are trying to walk in the way of darkness? And this is why you can't help out. This goes back to the, y'all watched that video I made, right? You can't bring everybody with you, right? And this is why you gotta test the fruit, right? Touch the spirit by the spirit to see what spirit somebody's operating in. You just can't be out here willy-nilly just choosing everybody. That'd be foolish, right? So yeah, man, you can't be moving foolish out here, right? Say, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread and give it to him, lest he overmaster you, right? Oh man. So Sirach got a lot of gems, a lot of yeah, a lot of gems, a lot of fire. This got fired up. Got that fire, man. So when you out here spreading the word, man, and you out here doing the works, man, you just gotta have very, your discernment gotta be very, top tier, man, out there high, right? So this is we're gonna read chapter 11, right? This is same Ecclesiasticus, right? Wisdom lift up thy head, right? So wisdom will lift your head up, right? It will. Hey, what's good, brother, man? How you doing? Everything's good. Everything's good over here. So wisdom lift up thy head of him that is of a low degree, making him to sit amongst great men, right? So when you have wisdom, it will make you sit amongst great men, right? You will be amongst great men, and and this is why it's imperative so you can read, study the Torah, meditate on, meditate on the Lord day and night, right? I just say that's in Psalms talks about that meditate on the Torah day and night as a tree planted by the rivers of living water, right? So we got to know what we're meditating on out here, and not meditating on foolishness, folly, things of the world. Things are not profiting on anything that doesn't profit nothing, right? So, commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance, right? The bee is little amongst us a fly, but her fruit is chief of sweet things, right? So he said, commend not a man for his beauty, or abhor a man for his outward appearance, right? So, we don't really not that into the appearance being too flashy. I mean, some days you might want to dress up, you look good and all that, but we just can't be. We're not too into that, right? Because we know we got better things to be doing out here, right? We gonna we don't even have days when we for my guys out there who's gonna we looking for a set apart wife, soon. That's when we go out and have date nights and all that. And that's when we do that, right? But yeah. Boast of not thy clothing or raiment, exalt thyself in the day of honor. For the works of the Most High are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, but one that never thought of have worn a crown. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and honorable delivered into other men's hands. Blame not before thou examine the truth, examine first, and then rebuke. Answer not before thou heard thy cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Wow, Khan. So it says not to interrupt men in the midst of their talk, right? This is why when people are having a conversation, even when people are doing, we just gotta go in order, right? Everything done. Let everything be done and decently in order, right? So that's how we maneuver out here. We just can't be out here just all over the place, right? We just gotta know how things are being done, and stand on on the foundation, right? That's how we maneuver out here, man. We just can't be just moving too hasty, right? Let's not be too hasty for anything, right? Yeah, man. So blame not before they examine the truth. So understand first, right? So you have to understand things out here to really research, understand what you're getting yourself into, how you're being, what's being presented to you, right? What's the presentation or something, right? Understand first and rebuke, right? Then you can rebuke that person, whatever is going on, you can rebuke, right? Strive not in the matter that concerns thee not, and sit not in the judgment of sinners, right? So it says, strive not in the matter that concerns thee not. So we don't really, this is why we don't be busybodies This is why we're not in everybody groups. This is why we're not in, cliques. We don't do all that, right? We don't operate like that, right? Because you can't be meddling with all these different groups, and this is why you gotta stay, you don't want to straighten our path, man, because you don't want to be caught up in the foolishness. You want to be caught up in shenanigans. You want to be caught up in folly and all that going on here, man. You don't want to be around that stuff, man. So look good naturally without being extra. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. You don't got to be all too extra. You just look good naturally the way you are, man. This world ain't no joke, man. It's incredibly how spiritual everything is. Most people in this world don't have a clue. Wow, yeah. That's true, man. Everything in this world, people are being, swept away by all these different doctrines out here, man. And that's why, this is when the truth is wearing this. We come up with the truth, man. We come with messages to share with others so they could be, you can't be. The thing is that there's so many people coming from all walks of life, man, and we gotta be, give these messages, man. But yeah, that's how it is, man. This world ain't no joke, and that's how it is, man. Staying, yeah, stay in our lane, yeah, facts. So you gotta stay in your own lane out here, man, and not letting people deter you from what you're doing and how you're maneuvering out here, man. Because you see how it's easy, man, to get swept away out here, man. People just getting tossed to and fro out here, man. So you just gotta know how you're maneuvering, and you stand on a strong foundation, man. You're not moving nowhere, man. So that's how we are, man. We don't move nowhere when we're strong foundation and we found out this tour, man. So yeah, man, so I had to get that across. Let's see here. It say chapter 6, right? Instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby shall inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach, right? Even show a sinner that have a double tongue. Wow, that's a great precept right there, man. So it says, instead of a friend, become not an enemy, right? And thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame, reproach, and even show a sinner will have a double tongue, right? So this goes back with that doubleness and that double-mindedness out here, man. We gotta stay away from, right? So you gotta pick and choose what you're gonna do in this when you're doing this work, man, because you don't want to inherit an ill name, a shame, or reproach with nobody if you're not really walking and doing what you gotta do, man. So follow these laws, statutes, and commandments so you can be guided and to how we're supposed to be maneuvering out here, man. So yeah, it's just a lot that goes on when you are speaking the truth, and as you go further into your journey, a lot of things will be exposed, man. Simple. My phone is at 10%, y'all. So let's see, talk some more, wrap it up. But once again, thank you, and we're gonna keep on exposing this industry, the puppets, what's going on, these rituals and sacrifices, these celebrities, all what they do, man, because what they're doing, man, is that they don't want us to be walking in righteousness, right? And everything they talking about, man, is all gonna be exposed, right? Put it like that. And I appreciate all y'all, man. That's really this is why we need more warriors, man. So I know we come over here, man. We gotta have more warriors to really speak about these things and bring it all out, man. So this is what we're supposed to be doing. Workmanship, man. That's how we're supposed to be moving. So as we move in that way, we just automatically expose things, man. When we're into the scene, whenever we go somewhere, we automatically expose it, man. Our minds are the bridge between 3D solid world and the spirit realm. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you just gotta have discernment out here, man, and know what you're getting yourself involved with out here, any involvement with anything out here, and test things, man. You gotta test things, man. See if it's bearing fruit or if not, if it's fruitless, right? And we don't partake in activities that's foolishness and the crowds and all that. We stay away from all that stuff, man, because now we know that it's gonna it's folly like that, man. Well, yeah, man. Let's see right here. We got 9% now. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, this is a quick late night live stream, man. Talking to y'all, man. Lady, I know, man, to keep on the straight and narrow path, not being tossed away, right, by any wicked doctrine, right? I know there's so many doctrines. There's so many doctrines being presented out here, and we gotta attack it, man. We gotta attack these doctrines and go at it head on and speak about this stuff, man, and bring it out. The eyes say everything about how people feel about you. Discernment is most definitely important. Yeah. So you can tell, man, and you can tell people maneuvering out here, man, by just their fruit, and it's easily spot on, right? You can see a lot of things out here, man. So you just gotta test people, man, see where they at, and if they're really with you, man, they will walk the path with you. But if not, man, it is what it is, right? But once again, man, thank you for everybody that has joined this late night live stream, man. And we're gonna wrap up this live stream, man. And it's gonna just be a talk to y'all, man, to uplift y'all, man, to keep y'all encouraged, to keep you motivated during these times, man. Because in these end times, man, there's a lot of temptations out here, man. A lot of temptations to get you off the path, to get you off your course, and we're staying, away from the temptations. And guys comes with the one with the red dress, the one with the red with the flattery, the one that's trying to get you off your course. You're always gonna have that when you're on this path, man. Especially my brothers out there that's practicing semen retention, man. So when you practice semen retention, man, you're gonna have a lot of ladies. This is why you gotta test them to see if they're really trying to walk the narrow path with you, man. That's what everything comes. This is where we go with, right? Are you trying to follow after the Torah, or are you still trying to follow the world, right? Okay. Their eyes get cold and have worry in them too. Oh man, yep, yep. That's it, man. That's how it is, man. And the thing is that we don't worry. That's what I'm saying. We don't worry about none of that because we're always being uplifted and being guided. So this is why we get that intimidation factor too, right? This is why people get a lot intimidated by it because they're like, okay, he's strong, he's masculine, he's buff, and they're like, oh. But they don't know how to. They don't even know how to. Sometimes they get a lot of like. And Uncle K, you were saying about the effect. He was like, you get the That's kind of how it is, man. They get that But that's really how it is, man. And we know that we like. It's kind of like we putting them on some type of like, yeah, but look at that. Shalom, McGregor. Okay, so okay. Too much muscle. Yeah, that's how it be, man. It's too much muscle, man. And I see that's happening when I was working out one night, and Shorty said to me, he was like, oh, because they notice you, and they see you like, oh, okay, something. Yeah, it's that effect, man. That's how it is. So we just got that authoritative way about us, man. And you know, that's how it is, man. And that's how you know when you're walking different from everybody else. You're not walking how everybody else walking, man. So you walking a different route, so it's gonna have that effect on a lot of people you encounter, man. And you know, that's a great thing because it's supposed to be that way, man. So you out here moving and shifting things, you know, shifting your environments. Like you were literally like shift rooms. You walk in certain rooms, you shift the room, you shift the environment because you put in a whole different, you know, yeah, you walk in Center Park, man. So yeah, man, we're gonna close out this live, man, cause yeah, the battery percentage is going a little low, but thank you for everybody that has participated in this live stream, man. Shout out to my brothers out there that's practicing intention, that's out here doing these works, man. That's out here being fruitful, that's out here, you know, delivering to the lost scattered sheep of the house of Yashua, man. Giving praise to the Most High, man, for all that we do out here, man, and not letting these words just fall on deaf ears, but actually letting it apply and giving these words out to those who are bearing fruit, that's out here delivering these messages and giving it all praise to the Most High, man. So thank you for everybody that have participated in this live stream, and then I keep moving forward these messages, encouragement, and giving it to the house of Yashua, man. So shalom, out. So thank you for everybody that had joined this live stream, man. Everybody take care, have a wonderful, blessed, and beautiful night, and shalom.